taking chances.
Need some lip gloss. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, or hi, welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Briaja Ari. I have a seafood boil. I know the sauce kind of looks watery, but I promise you it don't taste watery. It's just because, okay, so this is what happened. I made the sauce separate from the actual boil, but then I put the sauce with the seafood that was already boiling, which had water in it, so it looks watered down, but I promise you it's good as fuck. I made mild sauce and I made hot sauce. I'm trying to get a better view, but I don't have like my ring light, my camera stuff. I don't have nothing right now, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. And I have some water because I only drink water. Okay, so I'm hitting y'all with a story time of where I've been. Like, I'm back. Like, my last video was a year ago, and I don't want nobody to be like, bitch, where you been? You know, because like, I for real love doing YouTube. I really do love doing YouTube, but a lot's been going on, y'all, so let's catch up. But first, we gotta pray over the food. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this food that I'm about to receive, and thank you for the nutrients that you put in my body, and forgive me for all of my sins. In Jesus' name I do ask and pray, amen. Okay, so I'm gonna get into the story time after I take like a couple bites. Ooh. It don't have like any crabs, lobsters, just what? I'm not gonna respond to that because I don't know. It just has sausage, eggs, corn, sausage, corn. Oh, and shrimp. I used for the seasonings, if y'all want to know like how I made for the seasonings for the sauce, I use the same thing that I put on the actual food. So like, I don't know, but I'll put it in the whatchamacallit, what is it called, in the description what I use. But let's dig in. Spicy. If you know me, you know I only like spicy foods, because why not? Because that's the only way to be. Y'all like my hand? Me too. I should be doing this story time or whatever, but when I get to talking, I'll just keep talking. I don't like this to get cold, but I'll try. Sorry if I don't like the sound of my chewing. My sister always tells me she hates the way I chew. Like, girl, it don't even sound weird. You're just weird. So, long story short, I got sent off to a military boot camp for 6 months. I don't know why I got sent off, but I was dating this boy, kind of serious, kind of not serious, kind of serious, kind of not serious. Like, I really don't know how to explain it. I was at his house almost every day, but I really wasn't there to hang out with him. I don't know why I have this. I'm not even trying to get deep or sad or nothing, but I'm just telling it like it is. I was depressed at my house. I hated being home. Like, I just felt so lonely. So I always went over there, and I'm not going to say nobody's names. Sorry, I had to move it because I feel like it looks better here. But I'm not going to say any names, so I'm just going to call him I. So I was with I for a couple of months, and you know, I always went to his house because I was depressed. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, but I hung out with his sister mostly. It was kind of just like in it to be in it, like the relationship. I was just kind of there just to be there. Like, you know, I just didn't feel nothing for him for real. So let's just get straight to the point. He cheated on me, right? But the messed up thing about it was the girl who it was, she was like 14, but I've dealt with her before in this type of situation. Like, I was talking to this boy before, and she was texting him on the low. No, we was texting, but this time she did it out of spiteful. She said because she didn't like me, but girl, what have I done to you? That situation was 2 years ago, but you're doing this again. Like, come on, sweetheart. I was like, I just don't understand, like, why me? Like, why pick me? And so I got mad. I did something dumb. I went to her house and I tried to fight her. But that's because she was, she was doing a whole lot more than just texting him. Like, she was actually, like, making stuff up about me, nasty stuff, and, like, just going around telling people my business. Girl, I don't even know you, so stay out of this cookie, Nana, and stay in yours. That's all I was feeling. And, I was already on 10, so I was just like, what if I ever might as well just go in there and do it. I went over to her house, right? And so she came outside. She was talking all this mess that she wanted to beat me up and blah, blah, blah. But when I came there, the energy was gone. She was trying to act like I was just like go crazy on her. She was trying to play victim. So then her mom comes outside and the daddy comes and holds me down. Like, he literally takes his big old muscles and pins me down in this bitch talking. Her mom's talking about she's going to hit me. And so I kick her in the stomach. You're not going to have your husband hold me down and then tell me that you're going to hit me. That's crazy. I leave, the cops show up. Of course they call cops. Of course they call cops. Like, but if y'all know the thought shit your daughter was doing and how she talks on the phone, y'all wouldn't have called the cops then, because I had a lot on that little girl. But I wasn't about to say all that because I'm not petty. But check yourself. So they pressed charges on me for trespassing, battery assault, aggravated assault, harassment. Charged with a weapon. But listen to this though, that wasn't even mine. They found a letter opener on the ground that she planted on me. Like, it bitch admitted to it. She admitted to sitting it there. My thing is, so like after all that happened, the very next day, her sister and her clan was all texting me on a group chat, like harassing me, like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you up." Already in it with the law, I really don't care. And then the little sister was even in it, and she was like, "You're a pussy hoe, you're scared. I know you're not talking when I try to beat you up and you call the cops on me and try to act like I was just trying to beat you up for no reason, but you asked me to. You asked me to handle you. Like, you was begging for it. So where's the energy at now?" So people sent me away to this academy or whatever. And when I first got there, I was pissed. I was big pissed. It was literally a couple weeks after my birthday, for real. Like, I went there in July. And I just got out 12 days ago. So yeah. When I showed up there, I was told that I was going to be gone in 3 months. That was a lie. Huge lie. So here I am still thinking I'm going to be gone in 3 months. Like, where we sleep, it's called the bay, because it's like military terms. Where we sleep, the bay, you just see this big ass room that looks like a big ass hallway with nothing but metal bunk beds. And you see desks, and you see people sitting at the desk. I was the last one to arrive at the academy. There was 32 girls in 3rd platoon. That's like the female one. Not 32, what the fuck? There was 27. There was 27, and I was the very last one to show up out of everybody. Like, the first day to come was on Monday. I arrived on a Friday, and I was the last one to show up in that bitch. And so I know they was mad as hell. Damn. And so when I walked in, and it's not like a program everybody finishes 6 months ago. No, like, we all get there at the same time. We all leave at the same time, and they do it again like yearly round. So I just walk past everybody. I'm not shy. I'm just mad as hell because why am I here? And so this was my intake day. They got to take you, like, when you first get there, it's just like jail. They take you to the back and you get fully undressed. I'm talking about big naked. No bra, no panties, no nothing. You get fully naked. You bend down, you spread your cheeks, and you cough. And then you stand up, you lift up your titties or whatever. Shake out your hair, do all that good stuff. And that was so uncomfortable. So, yeah. So all I'm thinking is I'm just ready to go home. So when you first get there, there's this thing called acclimation. And it's for 2 weeks when you first get there. The very first 2 weeks when you get there, you're not allowed to talk to anybody. You're not allowed, you don't get phone calls. You don't get to color, you don't get to write. The only thing you get to do is write mail. Acclimation, you just sit there. And there's this thing called getting smoked. That's basically like a smoke session is basically like they work you out until like your body can't do it no more. In acclimation, we got smoked a lot because it's the beginning of the cycle. You know, they got to be strict on us. I met my friends automatically. Like I already knew who I was going to be cool with. And they always told us we wasn't going to be friends from the beginning to the end. And we was friends. Like we lasted, and I still FaceTime them today. I say today as if that shit was such a long time ago, but whatever. So we always got in trouble because we was talking. You're not supposed to talk during acclimation. And so we got smoked. And we didn't care because we kept on talking. So I'm trying to think of really big things that happened because there's just a lot of boring stuff. That place is some bullshit, I'm telling you. So, the first time we got a phone call was a 5-minute phone call. We have levels, so you can promote to level 1, level 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, which is 4 is like a master sergeant. That's like one of the highest ranks. And then honor platoon. Honor platoon is like heading to the end of the cycle. To level up, you have to do what you're supposed to. Like you can't be getting in a whole lot of trouble. And you can't be demoted. Demoted is when you're a certain level and they bring you down your level. People really care about their levels because that's your phone call time. That's your privileges. That's all the stuff you get to do. And when you make it to a level 3, you get 5 minutes of social media time. 3.5 is, I think, 10, and honor platoon is 20. So I was, so you level up like in weeks. So to be a 3, you have to be a 2.5 for 3 weeks. Like we were there for 6 months. So that shit took time. And when you get demoted, it's so hard to get back to where you was, like for real. After acclimation was over, found out I was not only staying for 3 months. I was staying for 6. Yeah, I was a big pissed. I was super pissed. When I was in there, guys, tell me why I had COVID. It has spreaded it has spread throughout the whole academy. And when I got it, there was only 3 girls who had it. They turned the classroom where we do schoolwork, they turned that into our quarantine room. We were only allowed to be in there, and boy, it was amazing because being with everybody else, like there's 26 girls that you live on top of. Like that shit gets annoying. Being with everyone else, you get shower time based off of the level you are. So that's like 3 to 5 minute showers for real. Like no matter what level you are, unless you're on a platoon, you get to shower for however long you want to. Shower time 3 to 5 minutes. You know, you gotta have permission to use the bathroom. If we already took a latrine break, latrine is the bathroom because military terms. You gotta go to bed when everybody else does. So like 9, 10, whatever the sergeants start feeling. You only get rec time when they feel like giving you rec time. We looked at gray walls all day. Shit was miserable. Gotta do all this bullshit. But when I had COVID, like now I'm not saying, oh, fun, have COVID, but I'm saying it was fun for me while I was in that shithole because when I had COVID, it was only 8 of us. So we got to sit in the classroom all day, and they had a camera on us. So like they would make sure nothing happened because nobody could really be in there. All we did was watch TV all day. Did a little bit of schoolwork, watch TV all day, get on the Chromebooks. And when we was on the Chromebooks, we was sneaking on social media. Oh my gosh. And we never got caught. Eventually we did, but I'll tell you how that happened. So then it went from 8 girls having COVID to basically everybody having COVID. So then we had a roommate with everybody else again. And it sucked. Honestly, I feel like bitches was trying to get sick on purpose because we're over here living lavish luxury. And now all of a sudden y'all sick too. So when everybody got it, basically it became lame again. I couldn't even sleep because that shit hurt so bad. No, honey. We got our phone calls, and me and my dad fell out like week 6 because shit, I just got that shit in my eye. Because he found out I was dating that boy and he got arrested for something. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna talk about it. That's not my business. That's nothing for me to talk about. I don't got nothing to do with somebody else and their business, especially if I didn't know them at the time that it happened. So this big thing happened, blah, blah, blah. Ex went to jail. Everybody wanted to throw my name up in it. I didn't have nothing to do with that. Didn't know nothing about that. Found out about it when I was gone. Like, you know, me and him had stopped talking. Like, we was not together. The last time I even talked to him was the day before I left, you know. But I don't, no. So me and my dad fell out about that. He was sending me threats and emailing me stuff. And so basically, I wasn't allowed to contact him anymore. So I was only allowed to call my sister and my mom. My mom don't have custody of me or nothing like that. But my sister, like, she wrote me every day. She was with me through the whole thing. So when I had COVID, I was on the phone with them and I was like, yo, I feel like I'm dying. And I was a level 3.5 at the time. And at 3.5, you get 15-minute phone calls. And they was like, they was like, do they give you all medicine? Like, only if you have med pass. And I was like, they don't give us nothing. We still eat the same shitty ass food, which is nasty, cooked TV dinner and some milk. Like, literally, that's what we ate every day. It was disgusting. One sergeant who always got on my nerves. Ooh, she always picked with me. Like, she just picked that spot. Like, you know, she just kept picking and picking and picking. First sergeant, ooh, I cannot stand him. Ooh, oh my gosh, my blood shot through the roof. I do not like this man. I care less about this man. I don't wish bad on this man, but it's fuck you, man. I made it to honor platoon, which bitches didn't expect it. Like, nobody expected me to make honor platoon, and I made honor platoon. The first try. Like, you got a test to get into it, and you have to be a level 3.5 to board for it. And I shouldn't have all them bitches because y'all said I wasn't gonna make it. And who? They tried everything up in there to ruin me. Me and my friends, the bitches that I stuck with the whole time, we weren't allowed to talk anymore because 2 girls that we were friends with got in a fight. But we don't fuck with them. We didn't fuck with them no more. They got into a fight. Everybody was trying to say we had something to do with it. And they said we were the mean girl group, the drama group. Or we were just black girls. And we just had a white girl who loved black girls. And that pissed them off because it's racist up there. Like, it's the boonies. There's no black people. Like, you do not see no black people nowhere. Nowhere. Not aware. I had to call one sergeant racist before. She on my nerves. But they put us on a gag order. Basically, you're not allowed to talk to each other. And if you get caught talking to each other, you're gonna get in trouble. And they try to say we were a gang. A gang? Come on now. So we harass people by talking about them. Girl, what the fuck? I don't have to be nice to somebody I don't like. Like, what do you mean? Why do people expect you to be nice to them because you don't, like, if you don't like them? Like, no, I don't gotta pick on you every day, but I don't gotta be nice to you. What do you mean? And so, whatever. So we got in trouble. So I talked to my friends anyway. And we got put on DP. And DP is basically like, you wear this big duffel bag. It's green and it's filled with boots in it. You wear it around with the helmet and you sleep on a mat. So like our racks that we slept on, the bunk beds, they were like straight metal. It was a military rack. So you have to take your mattress off, put a green mat on there, and that shit was so uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, my back hurt. And when you go to that program, your parents give temporary custody to them for 6 months. So yeah, that shit sucked. So we got off of it. We still wasn't talking because we just didn't want to get in no more trouble. We all just ended up talking and they didn't say anything. Like, they never gave us permission to. They didn't say nothing because I guess they just didn't care. Well, let me tell you about when I got armed platoon. So you get way more privileges, everything. So basically, you can go to bed at 10 o'clock or later. like, y'all have y'all's own room. Honor Platoon has its own room. And you get to watch TV all day. You get coffee. Your family can send in food on Saturdays. You get to make a landline phone call every single night. Where COVID was like still bad, we weren't allowed to see our family the whole 6 months that we were there. And I missed out on Thanksgiving, Labor Day, Memorial Day. I missed out on a lot of things. Homecoming, like I missed out on a lot. So we didn't get to go home and see our family like we were supposed to because of COVID. So I'm in Honor Platoon. I was in there for about a week. Me and my friend Wireman, like I said, we go by our last names. I'm not telling y'all her first name because maybe she don't want y'all to know her government. Me and her, we was in Honor Platoon together. I prank called my aunt, the one that I don't like. He sent me there, and I was like, hello, who is this? Like, I was pretending to be a man to be funny because I thought it was funny. Bitch, if you didn't think it was funny, okay, don't laugh. But you really went out your way to get me in trouble. She called, I pressed star 67. She called up there and said I harassed her. So they took me, no, but listen though. Let me not even get into that because I don't want the government after me. So they took me and my friend out of Honor Platoon because they said we were being harassing, and they said they basically told her if she would have snitched on me, she wouldn't have gotten in trouble. So I was like, okay, what the fuck? We're about to leave. Like, when I made Honor Platoon, we only had 30 days left until we left. So I was like, y'all really think somebody give a fuck? Like, I want to go home. I don't care. The thing that pissed me off though was, yeah, they did take me out of Honor Platoon. We was about to go home, but they demoted me to a 0. And that shit took forever to get to. And y'all demoted me to a 0. And let me tell you, when you're a 0, you cannot do nothing. Like, they didn't really care because it was an end cycle. Like, you're not supposed to draw, crochet, do none of that. But I was still doing everything that I wanted because, like, they just don't say nothing. But you don't get no phone call. You get a 3-minute shower. You have to eat last. That's not even funny to play with my phone calls like that. Like, that's time that I get to talk to my family. And me and my dad had this weird relationship going on, and then I was talking to social workers and stuff, so like it was all messed up. I was calling to the spirits mad because I was mad. Like, I was pissed. I didn't care about Honor Platoon, but it was the simple fact that I got demoted to a 0 for that. Like, I'm just blacking y'all mad because I've had so many situations with him about tiny little dumb things. And let me tell y'all about the unfairness at this place. Dog, they are so racist. It pisses me off. There's some that are cool. Majority, no. So fast forward to the end of the cycle. All these girls who were on a platoon, like 4 of them got suspended. Not demoted, but suspended. Suspended is like, basically they take your level away, but only for a certain amount of time. These bitches still got their phone calls, and you know what they was doing? They was passing notes to the males, because we're not allowed to talk to them. They was passing notes to the males in Honor Platoon. We had to do this college class, and they was texting them on the college email. They got caught, and he didn't even demote them, my dog. He suspended their level. And I was like, how come when I got demoted, or what I did, which was so bad, I got demoted to a 0 and I didn't get a phone call? I said they were only suspended and they got their phone call. And so I was ranting about it to my favorite sergeant, and she was like, yeah, if it were me, I would have never demoted you for that. I was like, yeah, because it's some BS. If y'all knew what went on in Honor Platoon, y'all be like, damn, like they was back there eating pussy and everything. Like, they're nasty, and it smelled like straight Badusi when you walked in there. Like, it's nasty. But I got demoted. Okay. And they're like, they're just bullshit, just always on it, always. The higher up people who are supposed to be in charge of everything barely even know your name. So the people who work there, you're just there. Like, you're just like their little walk around pet. Like, they ask you to do everything, they make you do everything. Like, we had to clean up shit one time on the floor. It was disgusting. Shit and piss in front of everybody. Forget about privacy, because you don't got that. I got into it with so many bitches there over like touching my stuff, because I put the remote in my bed because we were watching something and bitches want to change it. Don't dig in my bed. Period, point blank. You don't put your hands in the place where I sleep. That's being rude. That's not being rude. Don't put your stuff in the place that I sleep. Ain't nothing rude about it. That's rude. When you take a shower, we had to take cold showers, for a month straight, until they found out it was illegal to make someone take a cold shower. Bitches would be petty and turn on the warm water, so your shower would be freezing. Literally, there was like mud and dirt coming out the water. Like, it was disgusting. Dinner, spoiled, old, Milk was rotten, tasted disgusting, got food poisoning from everything. Lunch ladies were rude as hell. I'm highly convinced that they spit on our food. Like, it was always some BS there. Like, always just something. They make you ride a helicopter even if you don't want to. Kind of fun experience, really kind of not. The sergeants, some of the sergeants are bullies. They used to pick on this one girl named Hampton. She talks a lot, but you can tell she talks a lot when she gets nervous. Like, that's just her natural instinct. She talks a lot, but that's okay though. Like, everybody has that. Mine, like, when I get nervous and shit, I play with my hands and I pick at my skin. It's not something that I can really help like that. It's something that I have to, like, you know, work towards handling. And they would be so rude to her. Like, they talked to her like she was a dog. And that girl had never done nothing to nobody. They pick and choose who they want to be nice to. And I felt like a lot of sergeants were scared of me because I was never scared to back down from nothing. Like, don't disrespect me, period, point blank. I'm already mad that I'm here. Don't really need to be here. And you know, that situation was hard for me. When I was mad, when I didn't feel good, I couldn't just talk to my mama and ask her for advice. No, I had to get the fuck up and just roll with the shit. So much stuff has happened. Like, I'm coming out not knowing music, not knowing why. Oh, like, I didn't know about this because I haven't been here. You got to deal with drama in there too. And that's the sucky part about it, because nobody's trying to deal with stuff while you're in there. Like, it's hard not to get caught up in the stuff that goes on in there. You don't got nothing else to do but gossip, but be in drama, because there ain't nothing else to do but just sit there and think about everything. And I did a lot of thinking and I hated it. The hardest part probably about being there is self-control, because there's a lot of things that I wanted to say. There's a lot of things that I wanted to do. I came a long way, because when I first got there, I didn't care about nothing. It was like, okay, don't get fucked, don't get in my face, do da-da-da. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care about keeping my composure. I didn't care about nothing. Heading towards the end, I like came to a realization, like, I have to be here anyways. I might as well make the most out of it, or try to do as best as I can to work on me for myself, because I'm here alone. I'm in here alone, so I have to work on myself alone. And I just started caring more, and you know, I was more self-reserved, but there's still things that got to me, and it's stuff that I was dealing with, like personal, like my personal life, and plus the stuff I was doing there at the academy was hard. And I found out basically my old house caught on fire in Winchester, where I live. So when I was there, my dad moved to Georgetown, and most of my stuff got destroyed and because of water damage, and most of my stuff was gone. I don't have a lot of things no more. All of my stuff got damaged. And the first 3 days that I got out, I couldn't talk to nobody, because this phone right here, this is my old phone, the phone that I had when I left. I had an iPhone 11, but it got somebody stole it after the fire. Somebody came in our house and stole most of our electronics. So this phone, somebody was trying to get into it while I was gone, I think, because it's on like activation lock, so I can't get into it, and my iCloud is disabled. So I went to Apple and they gave me this receipt and this other stuff to get into it, but I forgot the website. So like, if you know what the website is called, drop it in the link, because I might sell this phone or use that as a backup. And so I just had to get a new phone, and I got the iPhone 12 now, so that's great. It was hard, and I was in there when I found that out, finding out that most of my stuff was gone. It had a lot of my things, and yeah, that was pretty much the hardest thing, was just not being home to deal with things that I would deal with, like worrying about people that you really can't like do nothing about, hurting. I was just like, on our phone calls, I would sit there and I would bawl my eyes out to her, and like I would just cry, because I wanted to hug her so bad. I wanted to be home so bad, and it was hard seeing people outside like just living their life, doing what they're doing, and I'm just in there like, and I like couldn't do nothing about it. And Thanksgiving was the hardest. Like, I've never appreciated anything more until like I left, because like it was like I appreciated the little things. I wasn't familiar to anything or anyone. I wasn't familiar to the area, so it's like I really had myself. But what got me through that whole program was God. Like, I prayed every day, and I asked him for health, and I asked him for strength every day, because I needed it. I'm not gonna lie and say it was ever easy, because it wasn't. and it didn't get any easier. It got, like, it didn't get easier, but I got used to it. I got more used to being there. And I never called it my home. I never said that I lived there. I just got used to staying there, because when I was there, it felt like forever. It felt like I was never going to leave. But I left, and I graduated. Like, I didn't think I was going to do that. Like, I thought I was just going to give up, get terminated, because I wanted to go home so bad. But I graduated, and I'm proud of myself in a way, because I really did that. And I didn't believe in myself at all, and I did that. I'm about to show y'all some things that helped me get through. Call everybody on social media. No, we didn't get that shit. But here's some things that I did while I was there. I learned how to crochet, and I'm really good at it now. This is just like a little baggie or whatever. I made these little ruffles, and then my friend, shoot, the damn flower done came out. Hang on a minute, guys. So my friend, she cut off this from a pencil pouch, and she sewed it on here, and this is the little bag. It is so cute. I haven't really used it for nothing yet, but this is like one of my favorites. I made this bag to it, and I put this on the side because I feel like it just added to the hipster vibe. Here's all of the mail that I got while I was there. This is not even all of it. Like, this is just what I could fit in this folder. But I want to eat the rest of this corn. See what I'm saying? Like, I can't talk and do a mukbang. Like, it don't work out for me because, but, I've really just been chilling, you know? I decided I needed to get more dedicated to my YouTube again. My goal is to at least post 1 or 2 videos every week. We'll try. And we'll see how it plays out, because I don't know. I need to start selling these. I'm gonna keep going in my throat. Real food feels so good when you haven't had it in such a long time. The first thing I ate when I got out was Subway. I got a whole bunch of stuff from Shein, including this mess right now, because I'm in the process of, well, I was trying it on, but yeah, and I gotta put that new nightstand in because this one's just too big. Thank you all for watching, and have a good, lovely day, and Merry Christmas.